Cobb was no ordinary thief. His specialty wasn't breaking into buildings or cracking safes, it was stealing secrets from the depths of the human mind. Using experimental technology, Cobb and his partner Arthur mastered the art of extraction, entering the dreams of their targets to uncover their most guarded information. But this dangerous skill came at a cost, and Cobb was haunted by the tragic memory of his wife Mal, who had passed away yet lingered as a shadow in his subconscious. One day, a mission to extract secrets from a powerful Japanese businessman, Sato, went terribly wrong. Mal's ghostly presence sabotaged their efforts, and the mission failed. But to Cobb's surprise, Sato wasn't angry. Instead, he revealed that the entire mission had been a test. Sato had a far more daring proposal. Instead of stealing an idea, Cobb and his team would plant one deep inside someone's mind, a feat known as Inception. The target: Robert Fisher, the heir to a massive energy empire. Sato wanted Cobb to make Fisher believe he should break up his father's company, ensuring that Sato's own business would thrive. In return, Sato promised something Cobb couldn't resist: a chance to clear his name of a murder accusation and return home to his children. Desperate to see his kids again, Cobb agreed. He began assembling a team for this near-impossible mission. Arthur, his reliable partner; Eames, a skilled forger who could impersonate anyone in a dream; Yusuf, a chemist with a powerful sedative for deep dreaming; and Ariadne, a young architecture student who would design the dream's complex landscapes. Sato insisted on joining them to ensure the plan's success. When Morris Fisher, Robert's father, passed away, the team seized their chance. They followed Robert onto a long flight, sedated him, and entered his dream. Their plan involved creating a dream within a dream structure, diving into multiple layers of dreams to implant the idea deep enough for it to take root. But the strategy came with a deadly risk. If anyone died in the dream while under heavy sedation, they would fall into limbo, a chaotic realm of raw subconscious with no easy way out. The first layer of the dream took place in a rainy cityscape where the team abducted Fisher. However, they faced a major problem. Fisher's subconscious had been trained to resist intruders, and his projections, defensive manifestations of his mind, attacked them relentlessly. Sato was gravely injured during the chaos, adding pressure to the mission. As the team descended into the second layer, a luxury hotel, they convinced Fisher that his kidnapping was orchestrated by someone close to him, his godfather Browning. They planted the idea that Fisher needed to stand up for himself against those trying to control him. The third layer was set in a snowy mountain fortress, where the team tried to implant the final piece of the idea. Yusuf, under attack in the first layer, drove their van off a bridge too soon, creating a ripple effect of chaos across the dreams. Meanwhile, Cobb's personal demons threatened to derail the mission. Mal, his haunting memory, appeared again and sabotaged their efforts by killing Fisher. Fisher's death sent him into limbo, and Cobb and Ariadne had no choice but to follow him there to rescue him. In limbo, Cobb revealed his dark secret to Ariadne. Years ago, he and Mal had spent decades trapped in this surreal dream world, building an entire life together. But when they finally escaped back to reality, Mal became convinced they were still dreaming. In her desperation to wake up, she took her own life and framed Cobb for her death, forcing him to flee his home and his children. Determined to complete the mission, Cobb and Ariadne found Fisher in limbo and brought him back to the snowy fortress. There, Fisher unlocked a safe and discovered the planted idea. His father's true wish was for him to forge his own path. Inspired, Fisher accepted the idea of breaking up the family empire. With the mission accomplished, the team began their synchronized kicks to return to reality. Ariadne jumped from a building in limbo, Eames set off explosives in the fortress, Arthur triggered an elevator explosion, and Yusuf's van finally hit the water. Each layer collapsed in perfect sequence, pulling everyone out of the dream world, except Cobb and Sato. Cobb stayed behind in limbo to find Sato, who had died earlier in the mission. In this endless subconscious space, Cobb reminded Sato of their agreement. Together, they chose to wake up by taking their own lives in the dream. Back on the plane, the team awoke one by one, including Cobb and Sato. The mission was a success, and Fisher appeared none the wiser. When the plane landed in Los Angeles, Cobb passed through customs without issue, finally free to reunite with his children. At home, he spun a small top, his personal totem used to distinguish dreams from reality. But as his children ran to greet him, Cobb didn't wait for the top to stop. For him, being with his family was all that mattered.